And we are back. I forgot to do something important real quick, which is hit all the buttons necessary for my PS5 controller to actually work. You know, details, right? You know, because I can't just plug and play. That'd be too easy. You know, like, you can't have that. That would be altogether just too simple. I have played 29 hours on this character. How'd that happen? When, when did I do that one? Oops, I did not mean to fire an arrow there. Oh well. That's a relatively minor, accident for me to do when clicking in. Anyway, so streaming at an unusual time today because I, am, well, this is when I was free, so. And even then, I'm not really free right now. I just wanted to do this instead of what I was doing. So here we are. Because my brain really wanted to do this today, and it was not taking, but we didn't have time as an answer. You know what I mean? I don't have water. Oh well, this isn't gonna be a long stream. I'll just deal. If it really bothers me, I'll go get water in like half an hour. I'm only streaming for like 2 hours right now, so thank you. It is amazing to me that I'm still, I've put more hours into this in this week by far than I have Elden Ring in the last year, and I'm still over here hitting Elden Ring buttons, trying to jump with triangle, like. And in case you're not well versed in the controls of Dark Souls, that's what triangle does in this game. It switches which kind of weapon, or whether you're two-handing your right-handed weapon or not. That's all it does. That's it. That's end of list. That's its full feature list in this game, and I just keep hitting it like a foolish person. I just keep hitting it like that's gonna do anything. So, also, I'm gonna check something at some point once I'm a bit further in the game. And by a bit further, I mean once I have the luxury of just kind of upgrading whatever I want. Is there realistically any point to wielding a two-handed weapon over a one-handed? Like, how big is the difference in damage? Like, am I just wasting ever by having a weapon that weighs so much and is so slow? Should I just have a faster weapon? Because, like, I use this weapon because it works really well early, but that's because it's got such high base stats. Like, that's the benefit of a two-handed weapon, is, in this game at least, is that you don't really have to super hard invest in stats for it to be an effective weapon. It says imminent fall. I don't remember what it means, so I'm gonna find out. No, it looks like it goes all the way across. It said imminent fall, and I got worried. Is it straight ahead is? Oh, okay. Is it just slightly over? Yeah. Okay. That was a little scary, but we're fine. I don't actually know if there's anywhere else I need to go in here for items that matter. I'll look it up later. It doesn't matter right now. I can come back for any items. Almost to the fog wall. I don't remember the best way to clear this room, but we're just gonna ghost max it now. There are levels to how that's not what I meant to do, but like it worked out, so it's fine. Oh, hello. I really didn't think I would have been close enough for that thing to aggro on me. Like I really thought I was far enough away. Oh yeah, these things drop Twinkling Titanite. Nice. Oh yeah, I think in the base game, these are the things you farm them off of. The golems are way easier too from the DLC though. So they're also way easier to get to. These things are a long walk from a bonfire. Although actually wait, it doesn't see it spawn a bonfire when you kill them. If you can teleport to that one, then that's better. But I don't know if you can teleport to that one or not. Ooh. Pride cometh before the fall, because the reason I didn't roll there is because I was just so certain that it wasn't going to attack again. And as may have been noticeable, my certainty was undeserved. Not earned at all. Not deserved in the least. Like, really should not have been so certain. Should not have believed in that. Even a little bit. Really. It was entirely just a mistake. Easy game, easy life. Okay, let's go over here, and I did that too late to get the drive-by slash. The drive-by slash is really fun to get, but you have to actually time it, so you know. I never get it. Ow. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have to politely decline your offer to kick my teeth in. Or punch them in. Those guys don't really kick, but you know, I just went with the saying that felt right, even if it probably wasn't actually right for the situation. How did I not hit at least one of them? How? Okay, so I didn't hit either one of them with that earlier attack, and then there I hit both of them when I definitely shouldn't have hit either of them, if we're being honest. But sure, whatever. It feels less BS than Final Fantasy 14 does in Fall Guys, and then the Fall Guys event in Final Fantasy 14. So I swear, like, I've done a fair amount of Savage raiding at this point. Like, and yeah, I haven't done an Ultimate yet, but I have done a lot of Savage raiding at this point, and the Fall Guys event in Final Fantasy 14 feels more bullshit than any Fall Guys thing that I've done. Or more bullshit than any Final Fantasy 14 rating that I've done. And I think it's because rating is very deliberately picked to not feel BS. Like, they're pretty careful with how they design it, and I think with the Fall Guys event, they were more like, how far can we push the system? Like, what are the current, like, they're showcasing, like, this is the technical limitations of the current system, and so it feels extra bullshit because it's pushed to the limit in a way that rating is, like, deliberately not, to keep it from feeling that way. Like, rating is very deliberately not that bullshitty because they're trying to keep it from feeling the way that the Fall Guys event does. You know, they're trying very hard to keep it from being that. Okay, I successfully got the attention of that thing. That'd be why it came up and mugged me from behind last time, I think. Okay, game. I'd like to point out that I disagree with that interaction. Like, just like that on the record, you know? Like, that I did not agree with how that interaction worked. But, you know, it's whatever. You know, it happens. It's Dark Souls. I expect interactions to feel bullshitty sometimes. Ow. Like, is it necessarily a good thing that I have that expectation of this game? Probably not. That's probably not a good thing. But I do have it, so... good or not, that is the expectation. More Twinkling Titanite, which we always appreciate. Okay, so our goal is to, with our first life, is to smack the crystal, and more importantly, get Seath's tail. Once we've gotten his tail, we can worry about actually killing the bastard. But we need his tail first. That's priority one. Once we've dealt with all the jerks on the way. Oh god. I have flown too close to the sun. And now there is a horde of angry meteor. Ow. I really thought I was going to be out of that one. Don't mind me, just making some distance. And gonna chug. Of course, the one in the front is the one I hadn't hit yet. How did I get a kick out of that? That's the real question. I'd like to disagree with them hitboxes. Okay, there's one down. There's two. That's why I kept trying to hit it with a spin, by the way. Because 2 spins is just... Wait. Why is the third one way over there? Oh, hey, a purging stone. I would love to, check the other one for drops, but... Okay. Okay, yeah. Only 2 of them drop things. Don't know which 2, to be honest. I think it was the first and the third, but I'm not certain. Okay, so that was not the best showing I've ever made in my life, but it's not the worst either, so we'll take it. I should be prepared before I go in here. What was I about to do? Okay, step 1. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring goes away. We want the Dark Woodgrain Ring, and then we need to switch around our equipment to get the highest curse resistance we can. Oh, does that mean I have to wear that? I'm not sure I'm willing to do that. Do I have to? So we want to be light enough to get the Dark Woodgrain Ring bonus and be pretty curse resistant. Mask of Elka is pretty curse resistant. Like, it's an option. There's Mask of the Sealer on curse resistance. Not great. Crap. I might have to just eat it. No. The Mask of Elka is good enough. I'm just barely off of... Okay. What has better curse resistance? Just Havels, huh? Ooh, Painting Guardian has better curse resistance. And it gets our... Wow, I am committing a fashion crime spree right now. We're just gonna move on. Like, I might be committing a fashion crime spree, but that's okay. Anyway, now we get seen. We skip it, of course. He is currently invulnerable. You gotta get past him if you want to be able to deal any damage. Wait. Oh, whoops. I forgot that the scene moves you to the right side of him. Whoops. I did a little bit of unnecessary work there. Anyway, we smacked the crystal. Now Seed the Scaleless is pissed and, importantly, non-vulnerable. Now we have to manage to get behind him without getting murdered, so we can take stabs at his tail. It is difficult to actually get and stay behind him, but like, we got the tail from something much harder to get the tail off of. Like, he's annoying to get the tail off of, but you can get the tail off this guy. You know, like, it's annoying, not impossible. You know what I mean? We got the tail off of Kalameet. This is comparatively easy. Ow. Our only goal this life is to get the tail. Ow. Get out of there. Is once again doing annoying things. Once again, doing annoying things. Ow. I really thought I was far enough away that wouldn't hit me. No. No. No, you're not. Uh-oh. Ow. That could have gone better. Like, that one, admittedly, could have gone better. But at least we broke the thing. So there's that. It's something. We are going to try again. Wahoo. In case anyone's wondering what our next goal is after we get rid of Seath, we're going to Izalith next. Because we have all of the way opened up to it already, we're just gonna go there. Ow. And then after that, we need to go join the Grave Lords, I think is the only other thing we need to do. I should have, switch the Gold Serpent Ring back on. Silly me. There's no reason not to be getting all of the, loot that I can from these guys. It just lessens the amount of them I'm going to have to kill later. Although maybe not, I might be killing more butterflies than anything else, and they're on the way. I'm definitely going to figure out how many slabs I need of the various kinds, and like that's top priority to get when I start grinding is don't worry about anything until I have enough slabs of each type. Because a lot of the slabs, like for example, red Titanite slabs are directly dropped by the same thing that give red Titanite chunks, I believe. And while blue Titanite chunks and blue Titanite slabs aren't dropped by the same thing here, those giants are on the way to the moon, on the way to the butterflies that have the tiny drop chance for slabs. So I'm gonna end up killing a lot of them just because of that, you know? Off we run. The weird way I fell off of that gave me a heart attack that somehow I was going to find out that there was this tiny gap there that I could fall through. Like, I got real paranoid for a second there. For a second there, my brain was like 100% certain I was about to die. There's one down. Another one has yet to notice me. No drop. That one has now noticed me. Notice me, senpai. I'd like to question that. Yeah, I'd like to, but alas, I don't have the power to tell the game that that was some baby back bullshit. Uh-oh. I need to kill this one quickly. I accidentally attracted a friend. Okay, there we go. Now I can take my time. Which means it's easy, because I just do that. Okay. Collecting more purging stones is nice, because there is always the chance I die to this jerk by being cursed. Like, I forgot about this one. Evidently. Okay, now I just gotta hit it one more time. There we go. Oh. Easy game, easy life. I hate that I can't really see if these guys drop things without like walking into them. Like it's just hidden under their bodies. It's really obnoxious. Okay. Switch out the ring again. In we go. At least my stuff was on this side, so you know. Comparatively easy to get. Oh, I have to break the crystal again. Annoying. Okay, I got 2 solid hits on his tail. Three solid hits on his tail. 4 solid hits on his tail. 5 solid hits on his tail even. Ow. Ow. What? That hit me while I was on the ground still. That actually just 100 to 0'd me. I'm gonna double check that you can cut off C's tail, but I'm pretty sure you can. Dark Souls Seath. Right? Yeah, okay. I've confirmed a bunch of people talking about cutting off C's tail, so it is in fact something you can do. I was probably like 1 hit off from cutting it off. Because I did see people talking about it taking a rather large amount of damage to do. Let's not talk about it. That's not important, what happened there. Okay. Get Gold Serpent back out here. Honestly, I don't feel like I need the curse resistance. I think just having raw magic resistance would be more helpful. So I might redo some of my equipment with that in mind, which is mostly Xanthos still. And I believe, like, I think there's a good amount of overlap between my set and both, ow, curse and, like, I think I'm just fairly resistant to both at the moment. Okay. Back up, here we go. Down here, rather. Missed. I had more faith than I should have that I was going to hit first. You know, like, I had too much faith. I had more faith than I had any right to. Like, the amount of faith I had was frankly a mistake. I had a mistaken amount of faith in that one. Easy. I think it'd be funny to do Dark Souls co-op, like seamless co-op, just because it would be so much more detrimental to have so many melees. I would immediately go ranged. Because Dark Souls, you fight in so many more cramped quarters. Because, like, Elden Ring is built with the idea that it's an open world game, and it made everything about your movement faster than it has been in previous games. Whereas Dark Souls is very much, it's got a lot of places that are supposed to feel cramped. Or places here where, like, the ground is treacherous. Like, there's a lot of that in this game. And like, that's by design, right? Like, that's part of the aesthetic, is everything is treacherous. You're not always, but often in danger of falling if you're not careful. There's one coming from behind. I just lost that 26 humanity. I knew if it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen here, but that's still depressing. 50,000 something souls and 26 humanity. That sucks. But yeah, there's a lot of design choices in this that make having 4 people, like, this is one of the few, games that I actually did multiplayer in, of Dark Souls games. I think this and Dark Souls 3 are the only Dark Souls games I really interacted with the multiplayer in. Like, I really didn't interact with multiplayer very much in Elden Ring, aside from being invaded a few times, and like, that's kind of like all I interacted with it. But I've interacted with the multiplayer in this game a whole lot. And I think like, and in particular, I've like done entire playthroughs with friends in this. I don't think we finished the game, but we did most of it with one of my friends in college. And like, it's fun, but even with like only 2 or 3 people, if you're all melee, you can really feel that you get a bit cramped. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely a noticeable thing that things get a bit cramped when you play this game. And that's with, like, way less than 4 people. Like, I started noticing it at 2, that, you know, a lot of the places are like, one fighter can easily maneuver in this space. More than that, and it starts getting a little weird. Like, take for example these hallways right here. Like, on these, like, these are treacherous. You can slide off of them if you're not careful. Like, there's a lot of possibility for you to just die in a group. Like, it is not unusual for a phantom that is summoned to just get pushed off a cliff during a fight. Like, there's that whole section in Anor Londo that's especially guilty of this, because even when you're just one person, it's really easy to just get yeeted off that cliff. But like overall, just the game has a lot of places like that, and that's on purpose. That is part of the aesthetic. It's a game where all of the mythos is about the world falling, right? It's all about the world falling to dark. So it's very much on purpose that there's a bunch of verticality in the overall design of the world. Like, that's not accidental. They did not wake up one day and forget to make things horizontal and make platforms big enough that you don't risk falling off of them. That is 100% on purpose. And I think it's overall really cool. It would make a seamless mod for this. Like, I would immediately refuse to be in melee range. I wouldn't even go pyromancy, because pyromancy is too close. No, I'm going full wizard, full int build. I'm over here. Good luck, friends. Or full int and full dex. Like, you know, like if I run out of spells, I'm using arrows. That's right. Get wrecked. Idiots. That's right. I beat you up. At least we're getting lots of Twinkling Titanite out of this. At some point, I should take advantage of all this Twinkling Titanite to upgrade the Xanthus Overcoat, since I've been using it instead of Havels for weight reasons. And like, people will be like, but not having poise is bad, and I'm like, I'm only fighting against the AI, not fighting against other real people. Don't get hit and you don't need poise. Get good, you know? No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm going to have to politely decline all the BS you're currently sending my direction. If you could go more towards the middle of the room, Seath, like, that would be great. Like, yeah, just scoot this way a bit. Keep going. Keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, right there. That's perfect. If you could pause right there and not blast me. Okay, so there's... Ow. Oh, I forgot to switch my ring out. Uh-oh. So that's a little bit of an oopsie. But it's okay, because I fixed it. So I got one solid hit on the tail. Now we're gonna go on to the next. I don't have space to dodge. That's bad. Yep. Okay, we're fine. We're at 2 hits on the tail. I don't know how many it's gonna take. But... Uh-oh. Why does that get to hit me when I'm on the ground? I don't get to dodge. So why does it get to hit me, game? That seems a little cheap. Seems a little cheaty. A little rude, even. But whatever. I'm strongly considering just running past the enemies at this point and seeing how much I can get away with that. In fact, yeah, we're just gonna try that. We're gonna try the full run past the enemies strat at this point, just because I'm tired of stabbing them, you know? I'm tired of stabbing them between attempts, so we're not going to this time. I feel like there's got to be a really cheeky way to jump down from here if you know right where the invisible path is. But I don't, so I'm not going to try. I still think it might be too far. It might be past the point where it'll kill you no matter what. Yeah, I think it would be, actually. There's a lot of verticality here. I think even if you knew where the invisible path was, I think you'd probably die from jumping onto it from above. But if it is just barely out of the range at which you die, that'd be a really stylish way to jump down. Like, that'd be pretty styling. Not gonna lie, it'd be pretty cool. But I think there is legitimately a very good chance that you just die for that decision. Okay, now's the hard part. Because if I get stopped here on the way across, I'm just dead. Because they're gonna be behind me, which means they're just gonna block my path, and then I will die. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to stop enough to dodge roll, but it's fine, because I made it. Okay, good. The fog wall stops them. I got a little sketched out by how much they were facing through the fog wall. I was like, that does stop them, right? It normally stops enemies. Like, please tell me I did not choose to do this on the one fog wall in the game that does not sufficiently stop the enemies. Come on in here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come a little closer. Come on, let's get a little further away from that wall too over there, buddy. Let's go a little more towards the center of the room. Almost there, almost there. Just a little more this direction. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Now. I need to get better at actually running away once I get that first hit in. Well, he turned a little too swiftly for me. Please, please let me back. Okay, I need to not be there. Cool, okay. Trying to make sure he doesn't do the tail attack, because it is, like, the most likely thing to kill me is getting hit by the tail attack twice. Because, you know, it can do that. Ow. Like that, yeah. So that sucks. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to avoid that one. I might have to just go heavy. Like, I might have to go Havels. I don't want to, though. Because I imagine getting to the tail's gonna be way more annoying. Also, yeah, just running past all the enemies did just fine. We'll keep doing that. Like, we can just go ahead and do that. The golems never caught up. They stopped chasing me far before they were any actual danger to me. Ideally, they would fall off some of these cliffs, but I don't think that's super likely to happen. Oh, thank you, Mr. Golem. I've gotta go. It's a whole long way down this hidey hole. Also, I like the implication that Seath can make as many invulnerability crystals as he wants. So, like, you really do have to break it and kill him at the same time. Because after every death, he's got a whole new one. You know, it doesn't stay broken. Unlike a certain tree's, life force things. Which notably stay broken after you break them. Seath just builds a new one. No problem. There's an item over here. Don't know how I missed it. Just the soul of a hero, so like it's not important. But you know, it's still nice. Okay, let's heal up. Then we try one more time. I think that this isn't really helping. I'm actually going to switch it out for... Where is it? Ring of Steel Protection. Oopsie. Like, maybe doing that while these things were following me wasn't the best idea. But, like... I did successfully do it, like... Got my stuff swapped. Stab. Can I break his tail while he's invulnerable? That'd, one, be funny, but two, also be a good way to make sure that I got it without him dying. If I fail this attempt, I will look that up, because I think that'd be funny. It'd also be funny if it was required, but I don't think it is, because I think I've gotten his tail accidentally before, just because my strategy was wear heavy armor, be near the tail. Or be, like, in this third over here. So I was just stabbing the tail because it was convenient. Okay, I got one hit on the tail. Back up, let him turn. My game lags because the curse crystals are not the best optimized things in the world. Stab it while he's doing that. So I've gotten 3 solid hits on the tail. So like, it's going pretty well so far. Not hitting the tail this time. Okay. Gotta go this way because his tentacles are completely blocking that path. Okay, we missed. It's turning. Ow. No, thank you. No, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. How do I not have it yet? I'm stuck. It's not a great place to be stuck. It's a distinctly bad place to be stuck, but at least I got yeeted by getting hit there. It's like I went super far. It's too far into the crystals. I can't get to it. Uh-oh. If you could come out a bit. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, please. Let me stab your tail. Also, why is he, as he moves back, he definitely moves through the room. He's not just turning in place. Which is really an annoying thing to be true. I thought he was about to start yeeting with his tail. I was like, no, please. Please move away from that wall. I'll do a long heal. You want to approach. I can feel it. Uh-oh. How did that not deal damage to me? We take it, though. We take it. The game showed mercy there. Because that should have absolutely dealt damage. And it simply didn't for some reason. Please. Hold still. You bastard. Okay, that's another hit on the tail. We're gonna get the heck away now. How have I not cut off the tail yet? Some of those hits must not have counted as being on the tail, so I'm going to be very careful to make future hits be further out than I thought was necessary, because some of those definitely did not count. Please. Please. Please, Seath, stop turning. How? How do I not have the tail yet? I almost killed him and didn't get the tail. Is there a specific section of it you have to hit? Like, what was that? Do I need to eat the scaleless tail? What am I missing? What? Tail. Must attack the tip of the tail, not the base. Okay, so I was right. Some of those hits definitely weren't counting. But how much health does the tail have, roughly? Do. Do. Interesting. It says it should only take a few hits, but some of those hits should have definitely counted. Like, surely that was far enough to count as the tip of his tail. Like, surely. I would think, at least. Maybe I would think wrongly. Well, we're going to go try again. You know what they say, try again. This is gonna be another stream that I'm just trying to cut off a dragon's tail, isn't it? Huh? Be like that sometimes. I just don't know how I was managing to technically not hit the tail and okay, so trying to jump over that, it worked for me the one time, but I probably shouldn't do it again. It's a little risky. It's needlessly risky. Like, there's no reason to be risking that. No reason to be risking falling to my death. Okay. Out over here we go, then over this way. Over this way. I think this area is very interesting if you have, like, I think online multiplayer makes this area a lot more interesting. because the extra messages from other players are funny. You know, they make for a funny atmosphere. Only having the dev messages is just an unfortunate thing. That's actually something I wish that FromSoft would start doing, is start taking like a, I don't know, some like snapshot data of what's available on the servers right then, and then have that become the message experience, at least for offline. You know, like, I think that would be more interesting. It's a funny thing, you can get him to destroy his own crystal. I think that's funny. Let's not talk about how I managed to miss twice. Oh. Ugh. Come to the middle of the room, buddy. Get over here. Come a bit further. Right over here. You can do it. Okay. We're fine. We got a little close to being cursed, but it's fine. Okay, come away from the wall, buddy. Back to the center of the room. Come on. Come here. Back to the center of the room, buddy. Away from the wall. There you go. That'll have to do for right now. Far enough onto the, ow, uh-oh, I'm about to die. Oh, I am honestly surprised I didn't die for that. Okay, this is good. Please, please. Ugh, I just couldn't get close enough. Even despite him doing a long ass can of ow. Getting hit definitely doesn't uh-oh. That hit for more than I expected it to. I thought I would live the first hit. I was gonna die anyway, because I was getting hit twice there. But I thought I would live the first hit. So I was just wrong all around. I would love it, though, if I could get his tail. I don't understand why his tail's not getting cut off, to be honest. Like, I do not understand how I'm not hitting his tail with a lot of these attacks. I'm tempted to use something to grab a smaller weapon out of my inventory, some of a smaller hitbox like the Drake sword or something, just to check if, like, part of the problem is that my attacks are too big, so they're having a really hard time not technically hitting the base of the tail. I'm also just gonna be more careful at actually pulling him out of the wall enough, because it says it shouldn't take that many hits to take out his tail. So, like, clearly a lot of these hits still aren't counting. Clearly it's got to be like the very tippity tip of his tail in order to count. I hate that section of that one. It's been a long time since I fell there, but I still hate it. And also, yeah, it recommends that for you to get back here, you should be wearing, you should be under 25% load. So, it was indeed correct that being fast is, imperative. Also, fun fact, the clams can do some real weird things if you don't kill them on your first time. Subsequent ones don't matter as much. Also, did I not retrieve the 18,000 souls? I did not last time. Oops. I forgot. Oh well. Okay, so those hits should have definitely counted. As in, like, if those hits didn't count, no hits are going to count. You know what I mean? Like, that was as this should definitely count as we're going to get. Okay, we're gonna... If you could turn... Because he's going way to the right. And it's way to the right from me, too. Like, he's not coming directly towards me. That's... actually just the game being weird. Weird about it. There we go. Got his tail. Now we win. Okay. Ow. Ow. Get smacked. Get smacked. What are you gonna do about it, buddy? Turn at me? Anyway, see you later, Seath. Enjoyed being dead. I spin on you. Anyway, we did it. Darn, didn't do it in time. I remember that you can, in fact, do that at the last second, so I was trying to. I was like, wait, can't I do that? I like how his tail's still here. Like, he's gone, but his tail is not. I think that's funny. Maybe even poetic. Also, reinforced armor. Let me reinforce my coat that I'm wearing. Like, there's no reason not to at this point. Like, yeah, give me some defenses. There we go. Let me go over to that spreadsheet, which I appear to not have open right now. Because, oh no, I do. Okay, cool. Let me go over to the spreadsheet and mark that as, upgraded now. Yep, Xanthos overcoat is fully upgraded. Wahoo. I might upgrade the crown and the gloves at some point, just so that way I have them labeled as upgraded. Okay. Yeah, I have something. Is it is labeled on this sheet as if I do not have it. Also, it is not upgradable. Pretty sure, because I just looked through the list and I did not see it. make that green. Also double check that it is, in fact, that I'm correct and it is not upgradable. But I sure didn't see it. Yeah, I don't see it, so I assume it is, in fact, not upgradable. It looks not upgradable to me. Yeah, cool. Glad to confirm. Okay, now let's switch back to my gloves, which I'm mainly wearing because I upgraded them. Like, that's the main reason they're worth using at all, is because I upgraded them. If I had not, they would not be worth using. Anyway, so we'll start, investing in our other stats. Honestly, not sure what to invest in at this point. Like, I could just pump endurance until it stops giving me anything. Like, there's a lot of good things that you get from having higher endurance. But I kind of want to actually even out my stats, even though I know that's pretty bad in this game. Yeah, we're going to start evening out our stats, even though I know it's pretty bad. I don't care. Gonna do it anyway. Like, I know it's a bad idea in this game. Like, it's a distinctly bad idea in, like, a variety of ways. But, this is me doing it anyway. Is there not a teleport point to where I want to go? My gosh, there isn't. Is Daughter of Chaos really... That's the closest one? Ew, I have to walk. This sucks. I have to farm Eyes of Death soon. Because I'm leaving Anor Londo until last. Not Anor Londo, New Londo Ruins. Which means that after I do Lost Izalith here, I'm going to go do... I'm gonna want to go do the, Tomb of the Giants. And that means that I should... do annoying things. No detriment. Switching that right now. At some point, I need to get the helm from these guys, I think. That's also a unique item, but that's a problem for later. If I get too much more Twinkling Titanite, I probably will just upgrade the Xanthus Crown and Xanthus Gloves, just that way the set's upgraded. You know? I need to figure out if every type of thing can be turned into a thing. If that makes sense as a sentence. Which I don't think it does, actually. What I mean is, like, if every weapon, like the short sword, that has various forms that you can upgrade it into, if it can be upgraded into all of them. Because if it can, then I care very much about doing, that makes it a lot easier for me to figure out how many slabs I need. Because then it's just one for each form, which I don't think is actually that bad until I get to armor. Because every normal armor set is 4 Titanite slabs. And that's rough. Okay, there's the Chaos Flame Ember. I still have one more thing to do in the Duke's Archives, but it's technically 2, so I'm waiting until I can do both. The two things I need to do in the Duke's Archives are finish buying everything from Logan so that he goes mad and I can go beat him up and get his whole equipment set. If effectively I need to finish out Logan's quest line. And then after I finish out Logan's quest line, and the room that I finish out his quest line in, which is why I'm not bothering to do it right now, you can also get another thing. And it is that other thing that I'm thinking of at the moment. Either get smacked, get smacked. Easy game, easy life. Yeah, there's a lot of things yet to do in this. We have area-wise, 1, 2, 3 areas, although one of those is pretty big. Is that bonfire fast enough? Cool, I can. But because there's 4 areas, excuse me. There's Lost Izalith, which is where we're going right now. Then after Lost Izalith is the next like long area. We have the Tomb of the Giants. Then after Tomb of the Giants, is Tomb of the Giants the name of the top area or the bottom area in that? We have the 2 areas below in that direction. Whichever one is which. We have the 2 areas in that direction, which are both fairly long, and is going to require that we do a bunch of grinding because we need to get the 30 Death Eyes that we need for the Nido Covenant before that. We also need to do the Great Hollow, but we're gonna do that after we beat up, after we do Izalith. That's part of the reason we're doing Izalith next, is so we can do the Great Hollow, because we'll get Death Eyes while doing the Great Hollow, and then we'll go farm the remaining Death Eyes we need in the depths, and then we'll go do the Tomb of the Giants, and we'll turn in all the Death Eyes on our way. You know, like that's how that's gonna work. And once we've done that, oh right, there's an elevator to down. I'm an idiot. I completely forgot that that elevator was a thing that like functioned. I'm so used to the idea that it's just a stationary thing that I forgot that it does function at this point in the game. So I could have taken that. Oops. Oh well. Let's see, I believe the way out of this cave is over here. But I am less than confident. Okay, it is. I should go do the Tomb of the Giants before I do this, but I'm not going to. But I should, because it's going to be really annoying to do this area without having done the Tomb of the Giants. Anyway, I rest this bonfire, and then I once again question why this isn't a teleport point. Why is this not a teleport point right here? That's so weird. It should be. That should be a teleport point. Like, no question. Like, 100%. That right there should be a teleport point. Anyway. You really need the orange shard ring in order to make it through this area. I will say I hate this area with a burning passion. It hurts my eyes every time I play this game. It is my least favorite area for that reason. It's just really hard to see. And it's not hard to see in like a get good kind of way. It's hard to see in wow, my eyes just hurt looking at this kind of way. Which, like, yeah, that's accurate to lava, but I don't need eye damage realism, you know? Like, that's not the kind of realism I'm looking for in my video games. Like, causing me actual eye pain just isn't the level of realism I'm looking to have. Anyway, and there's all of these things, which are obnoxious as heck, but they're all through this area. I should have bought arrows before coming here. Oh well. But yeah, there's just a lot of these. They don't respawn, but they are tanky and obnoxious. And that is their whole thing, is being tanky and obnoxious. And on some playthroughs, I have bothered to get rid of all of them. This is not going to be one of those. Because, frankly, it simply isn't worth it. Frankly, interacting with them is barely worth it. Especially considering how hard it is to see if they drop anything. Please. I don't deserve what's happening to me right now, where I'm just stuck on the ground. But yeah, I just hate how hard to see it is in this area. It's obnoxious. There's just an army of these things for like no reason. Just like, why? What are these for? I want to know who Greenlit is. I just want to talk, you know? That's the vibe. I just want to talk. Ignore the machete. It's not important. At least these things don't respawn. I will say, for enemies that don't respawn, they have an insultingly little amount of souls. And actually, that's my overall problem with them. This area is insanely hostile. It forces you to take up a ring slot just to be here. And then the enemies don't really give you anything. Like, there's no reward for sticking it out in this area. Like, doesn't really give you much of a benefit. It's just kind of here. There's just more things to stab until there isn't. Yeah, I should have brought arrows. That did 79 damage. Ow. I just got kung fu kicked. I was like, I don't think there's anywhere I can go to get away from this one. How was I not hitting it? I would love to know. How did that hit me? I would also love to know. I want to know, what are you standing on right now, buddy? Like, what are you standing on? Do tell. Please inform me. Educate me about what it is that you are standing on. Come over here, buddy. Really? You gonna figure out where I was from that? Whatever. Ow. Excuse me. I would like to call some bullshit on that interaction, but whatever. Doesn't matter because it's over. This one is dead, and still has not dropped anything. These guys even drop anything good? Like, can they even drop anything good? Do they have anything good to drop? Humans. Lost Izalith. Do. Do the bounding demons drop anything? Drops none. That's depressing. Yeah. The words drops none is just depressing for sure. That's just unfortunate. Yeah, at this point we're just gonna balance out our souls or balance out our stats, and everything will be fine. Mainly because at this point we do enough damage that it doesn't matter. Like, we don't need to do more. It's enough. Anyway, we're just gonna go around and kill these guys, because I don't remember where the items are, which means these guys are in the way of potentially letting us see where items are at all in the first place. Ow. Thank you. I wasn't sure at what point its trajectory while jumping was set, so I walked away further than I thought I needed to, just to be safe. Oh, also, I need to be human. Where's the invasion in this area? Oh wait, no, the invasion is up there. I don't need to be human yet. I can continue not being human for a while yet. Ow. Does that do percentage of your current health or something? Like, I feel like I've gotten stepped on like that multiple times and been like, why didn't that kill me? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've had that thought multiple times at this point where I'm just like, why am I alive? It just seems to do very inconsistent damage. Okay, there's another heal. Ow. I would love the weird range at which things deal damage in this game. It is especially jank. I think it's because they don't, like, things that have a shockwave they deal damage through often don't have a very good graphical representation of said shockwave. I should not have. That was risky. That was not the best way in which to do that. Okay, I really thought I was out of range of that. But, I was not. As it turned out. Wait, it was alive? I thought it was dead. Okay, I thought it was in its death animation. I definitely thought it ran out of health and stopped paying attention to it. Also, let me do something while I'm thinking about it. We're gonna kindle this bonfire. There's no reason to be running around with half the Estus I could be, you know? Okay, there we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, the equipment's pretty beat up. I should actually use a Soul of a Hero. There we go. Badoop. And then, oops. Oopsie. So reinforce. I forgot that you could reinforce Havel's Great Shield. Why? Alright, that's Titan Nitrates. I thought, for some reason I was thinking it would be, something else, but oh well, whatever. Okay. Stretch. There we go. Stretched. Very comforting way. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Anyway, where was the crest shield? When did I equip that? Oh, for the dragon, right? Because it was my best magic shield. That's a normal shield. Okay, now we start the walk. Do 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 do. I wonder how lava damage is calculated in this game. Like, does being more resistant to fire reduce it? Or does it still do just as much? I don't know the answer to that question. I guess I could answer it pretty fast by finding the fire defense ring and seeing if it doesn't appear to have slowed down, so I'm going to guess that it doesn't really matter. Okay, I believe that's my souls there. I hate that interaction. I hate everything about that interaction, but there's not much I can do about it. I mean, there is, actually. I just don't want to teleport out of here again. Because the thing I can do about that interaction is go back and then come back with a funny thing. I'm just gonna start using humanity to heal. That's my healing item now. Screw everything else. It's funnier if I use humanity to heal. Oh my gosh, could you imagine playing this game but you can only use humanity as a healing item? God. I'm never gonna do that, because that's not, ooh, this is challenging. That's, why am I sitting and killing these same 3 rats in the undead burg over and over again? Because that's what you would actually do. Oh. Move away. I missed. Awkward. Yeah, I'm just increasing my defense every time I do that. Oh, that's not where I expected it to be landing. But it sure showed me. That's right. I'll heal with humanity. My blood is rich. I really just hate how hard to see it is. It's so obnoxious. What did my eyes do to you, game devs? Like, what did my eyes do to you to deserve this? Use another heal. Anyway, we're gonna try and finish this horde pit of lava because it's the worst part of Lost Izalith today, and I really don't want it to be now remaining. Like, I would like this to be firmly in my rearview mirror. So we're gonna try and hurry it along. Ow. There we go. There's another one of them down. Several more still over this direction. Uh-oh. 2 of them have aggroed. That's a little dangerous. That's a little sketchy even. Okay. Now. Would love to not be. Yeah, that's what I would love to not be. A pancake. Like that too, for sure. Like, definitely adding that to the list of things I would like to not be. I hadn't considered that I would be a pancake before. Also, how fast is my health going down during that? It's going down by like 6 or so a second. Maybe up to 9 or 12. We'll say 10 a second just to be safe. You know, it's going down 3 a tick. I think we're getting something like 3 ticks a second. I don't know why. I can just run through the lava. Like, who cares? I have plenty of healing. The problem is not me running out of healing. The problem is me getting hit without the opportunity to heal. Which I think is very indicative of the way that I play Dark Souls games. Like, it's the way that I play Souls-likes. I often die without having utilized all of my healing because it's not very often that my healing actually outscales the amount of damage that enemies can deal to me. Anyway, there's one more jerk dealt with. Just what, 2 left over here? 1 for sure, but I think there might be another one over to the left. I could not move. That dodge roll was as soon as the game would let me. Okay, now is that another one right there? It do be looking like it is. So, is there not an item over here? Oh, hello. You are upsetty. That was unfortunate. Oh, I forgot to grab my souls. I'm an idiot. Oops. That's a little oopsie. Did a little bit of an oopsie. Do 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 do. Kind of done with fighting them, so do 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 do. I'm going to just take the route path for a bit and be done with these annoyances. 'Cause there's no real benefit to killing them aside from when there's actually stuff, and there's not any actual stuff in the lava field, as I've just reminded myself by looking it up, that there just isn't. You know, like there really just isn't anything in the lava field itself. At least not that matter. It's not item. There it is. Which means that there's really not much point to going after them. All the items are outside of the lava field. Which makes them relatively pointless to fight. Which is a depressing reality. But it is the reality we live in. Depressing or not. Didn't think that would just dump me like that. Okay, drink some Estus. I forget which wall it is. One of these walls is illusionary. I think multiple of them, actually. I think it's these two. No? Am I wrong? Is it just the one wall? I thought it was more. But I could be wrong. Like, very easy. Wouldn't be surprised. I am wrong quite often. Anyway. I want to kindle this bonfire. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ugh. Taking so many souls. Oh, I forgot to actually kindle the bonfire. Whoops. Okay. Now we will go get the, like, 2 items that actually are in lava. Hey, buddy. What's up? Got something to say? I have questions about that particular interaction. I am so getting squished. Yeah, I should have just drank an Estus. Like, I should have just been like, I'm getting squished, refill my health. Because there was no way I was getting out of that attack with the way I was, like, awkwardly in a corner with it. Like, it just wasn't happening. Also, that is not a statue. How? are you alive? You really did just barely survive, huh? Anyway, there's one more to fight before we can get to the 2 items that are actually over here. What in the world? It got me simply with... Oh, perish. It got me simply with, by turning. It did not deal damage of any kind, but it sure did. How do I get to these 2 items? Where do I gotta go from? Really gotta go all the way over here. And they really be like, you have that orange charred ring equipped, right? And you brought plenty of healing? Here's some healing if you didn't bring enough. Like, okay. Rude. Okay. Now, going to go over here. Go. Now, where do we go from here? I sure don't remember. It's that route up there, isn't it? I think it is. I think it's you run across here and then run up this route. Yeah, it is. There there's not. Up this way. I need to be human. This is actually the section I need to be human in. Because I do not remember where the invasion is in here. But there is an invasion in here, so we do need to be human. So, boop. Reverse hollowing. And off we go! And I don't remember where the invasion is, but it's somewhere up here. Somewhere. And we're leaving the lava zone, which is the best news ever, because it means that my eyes don't burn. You know? It means that my eyes don't get punished for my sin of playing Dark Souls 1. Yeah, I don't remember where the invasion is in here. I just know this is where it is. I think it's further up, but I don't remember where the bonfires are in Izalith relative to where the invasion is. I don't want to have to trace my steps to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make this as not annoying for me as possible to make sure I get the invasion. Although I do already have both drops from the invasion. This is Mr. Bladed Armor himself again. And I already have both the spiked shield and the barbed straight sword, which are the 2 things that he can drop. So I'm just doing this for fun season to get humanity. And because it makes me happy to say I got all the invasions, you know? It's one of the little things that I'm like, yeah, I would like to be able to say that. And this is the last invasion that doesn't matter, actually, ironically. I think the only other one is Paladin Leroy, and that gets you a whole armor set. So that one's required. You know, like that one very required, actually. Go through and break all of these because I do not remember where the items are in here. Means I have to actually look around. Okay. Me. I'm looking around very thoroughly. 2 enemies. Hello, we popped up from somewhere you didn't look at. Me. Okay. I'm just gonna hope they fell from up there. You know? Yeah, it's one of those. I don't remember what one of those is or does or what to do to it, but remember I need to stab it, and that's all I really need to know. You know? Knowing something is an enemy is sometimes all you need. Oop, that is. I am stuck inside of it. Well, I guess we're going to kill it. Oh, I didn't mean to use humanity. Oh, whoops. Oh, well, it's fine. Who cares? I can have an extra humanity. I'll just use it on the next bonfire I run into. Oh, okay. Oop, okay. Here. Round. Anything interesting over here? There is. There's a little spot to fall. And go do get the item that's over here first, though. Oh, hello. I really thought it would wait for me to go around the corner before it aggroed, but it sure didn't. I thought it would wait, but it did not agree with that general concept. Very much did not agree, actually. Okay, so there's the item. What? Okay. Sure. I guess. Man. Dark Souls is a great game. Don't let anyone try and tell you that it's buggy. It's not. That was intended. That definitely wasn't a point where the developers couldn't figure out why it was doing that and went, it makes it harder, leave it. It's not the right way. Just going to ignore those guys as they try to climb that towards me. There's no way that could come back to bite me. Okay, so let's... So rolling further up didn't help. We're gonna try further down this time, relative to where we start. Which was a great descriptor of what I'm attempting. And if you didn't get it, that's because you didn't get it. It's not because it was a bad descriptor. Pfft. Oh. That couldn't be it. No way. That would never be the problem. I am never the problem. I am only ever the solution. Please, let me... Why? Why is the game just like, you don't get to land here, actually? Why is the momentum like that? I am tired, but that's not going to stop me now. What is going to stop me is that I told my partner I'd be free at 8. So that's gonna stop me pretty soon. Okay, there. I picked what looked like the absolute widest point and did it. Cool. Rare Ring of Sacrifice gotten. I now have... that brings me back up to having one of those, which is important. Now we go back up here. Wahoo! Whee! Okay. Now let's go down here. Thank you. Please die instead of troubling me with your life. Please. Save us both some effort and just perish. Okay, we're just going to clear this area at lightning speed because I need to. Please. Please, game. Not a branch. My one weakness. Oh, it's one of these. I'm about to regret not having arrows, huh? Yeah, I'm about to regret not having a bunch of arrows. Okay, I do have a bunch of large arrows. And in this case, those will work. Those will be sufficient. Especially as it, you know, approaches me ominously. Surely it can't still jump in here, right? Like, if it can, it's about to try. It's gonna start swinging soon. I should back away. Should not have gone for that one. Mistakes were made. That's all I'm going to say about that series of interactions. There's a bonfire on the other side of this guy, and then I can save and quit. So we're doing our best to live up to expectations. Beautiful. Okay, we have found the perfect place. We can attack, and it cannot. We have found our victory condition. Now we simply shoot arrows. And we've got plenty of large arrows, so, like, this is fine. All I gotta do is put an arrow through you. It's more than halfway through its health bar. Every time it shifts around a little bit, I worry that its electricity is just barely gonna go past whatever piece of the floor or whatever piece of this branch it's hitting. But so far it hasn't happened, so we're happy about that. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna keep firing. It's about at a quarter health, so, you know, this is taking it out pretty quickly. It's gonna be like another 20 arrows or so, maybe 30. Something in that range for sure, though. Like, I would be very surprised if it took 40. Not surprised if it took 30, though. That would feel about right. I guess it depends how many 40s I get in here too. His positioning has changed slightly, so I'm getting less 40s. More 32s, less 34s. So. But I still think we won't exceed 30 arrows. Because, like, we're almost done now. We've still got almost 10 arrows left before we would hit 30. From when I said that. And yeah, there we go. I think I fired an extra arrow, but it's fine. Pick up the Demon Titanite and then move on. I don't know what you get Demon Titanite from en masse. I've not even tried to figure it out. Anyway, is there not a bonfire this direction? I thought there was. Right? Is there? Is there not a bonfire? I thought there was a bonfire before these guys. For some reason. Oh, oops. I'm still going to kill these guys real fast. Anyway, he doesn't get his son because it's not here. So he is sad instead of insane. So like, victory is what I would say about that, you know, like that's better to me. I don't think Solaire would agree, but I think it's an improvement over his fate. These things theoretically drop sunlight medals. My actual success rate with them, aside from that first bunch of them I killed, not great, but theoretically they drop sunlight medals. But yeah, if you don't save Solaire, he is taken over by the sunlight maggot there, and you have to kill him, and it's very sad and heartbreaking, and being forced to kill Sunbro Solaire is just a sad thing. We don't like that. I took one more step. Like, I stopped for a second right before, right on the edge of it, going, wait a second. I vaguely remember that if I go any further, I fall. Okay, so I guess we're going to do the next piece of Sieg's quest line now. I don't want to do it right now, though. I want to just leave. Can I just leave? Like, where's the way out? I've forgotten how I leave since I've fallen down here. I don't want to talk to Sieg yet. But you don't want to talk to Sieg anyway. Until... Okay, so that's the branch that I need to take out. That's what I need to get to. Can I on it from here? No. I don't want to accidentally kill all of them. I don't want to even trigger this sequence of events, really. I would actually just like to leave. You know what? I need to stop streaming for the day anyway. We're using emergency exit. Okay, so that's all for today. Once again, I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. I'm really busy this week, so it may not even be this week. Who knows? I'll definitely stream on Sunday. Don't know about before then. See y'all next time. Bye-bye now.